Hey, lovely people. It's your girl, Elisa B.
And I am Gregory Bradley, her father.
This is my dad, y'all. And we are back for episode 2.
That's right.
If y'all was here for episode 1, we discussed if a woman was more mature than a man. We got to the bottom of that real quick. All right, so this week we have another question, another topic, and it is, what do you consider a valued man? That's the question of the day today. I would like to ask my dad, considering that he sees himself as a valued man.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, okay. Well, tell me, Mr. Valued
Man. To be a valued man.
Well, share with the people. What is a valued man then?
A man that knows who he are. A man that has dreams, goals, integrity. Know what he's looking for. He it's not about the job title. It's not about white collar, blue collar. It's about how you conduct and carry yourself.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So as a valued man, would you say you were raised by your father to become this valued man?
Absolutely. I was raised by my father, and my father is a valuable man. He took care of responsibility, he took care of his family, he did everything to provide for us. Whatever we needed, some of the things that we wanted, he did all of that. Yes.
Then you gotta put your phone on silent.
I'm trying.
Let's put it on. Let's put it on Do Not Disturb, because this valuable man is getting notifications, boy.
Oh my God.
What is she sending you?
No, hold on, wait a minute.
So turn your phone on Do Not Disturb.
Right. Good Lord.
All right, Mr. Valued Man. Goodness.
It must have a bad signal somewhere.
And everything just came through all at once.
Time, right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so back to it. So you said that you were raised up by a valued man, and that's why you became the man you are today.
Absolutely. I mean, it took me a while to get there, but, I got there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say it's true that a lot of men don't know exactly what they're going to do with their lives until they hit a certain age, let's say like after their 20s, maybe 30s?
30s, early 40s.
Yeesh. That's a long time to be figuring out your life.
Yeah, it's a long time, but at the end of the day, it's best to get it and not to get it.
That's the truth. That is the truth. Okay, Dad. So I looked up this website.
Mm-hmm.
We got a website called knowledgeofmen.com. It says high valued men, definition, traits, and how to become one. A valued man is the epitome of masculinity, leadership, charm, and sophistication. With that first line being said, would you say you are sophisticated?
Absolutely.
You carry yourself in a masculine way?
All the time.
Okay. All right. So it says, he is a man of means and influence, loved by women, revered by men, and moves gallantly through the challenges of life with courage and pride. Okay, so that sounds like one blessed individual right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what makes a man not valuable?
That's a good question. A man who's not valuable is a man that depends on other people, that can't carry their own weight, don't know how to think.
So, okay, so we're going to do ages. Would you say a man who is 25 to 30, living at his parents' house still, at his mom's house, do you think that's a valued man? At the age, because I know less than 20, is acceptable because they're still growing, they're still kind of teenagers. But 20 and up, do you think that man's considered a valued man in the dating world nowadays?
Absolutely not. No, he's not. My word for that is
Oh, we went there.
It is what it is, you know.
And you say that because they're living under someone else's roof because they're not dependable?
Absolutely. We was taught a long time ago, you're not grown unless you're on your own. Meaning out of your parents' house. Because technically you don't have any responsibilities. I mean, if you lose your job today, you still got a roof over your head. You still got lights. You still can go in your mom and dad refrigerator and eat when you want to.
That's true. Okay, but let's say that this wannabe valued man who's living in his parents' house, let's say that he was brought up the right way and he's just living at his parents' house to save money or to, I don't know, find that woman or something. Do you still consider them not a valued man?
Absolutely. First of all, you shouldn't have to find a woman to be a valuable man. You should not have to find a woman. That sounds like a leech to me.
He a leech.
He a leech, right. You ain't got to find no woman to be no valuable man. You should be a valuable man because that's what you want to be. Right. And so many people they'll come up with all kind of reasons why they're staying with someone. But nowadays people fall for that. I mean, oh, my mother's sick, my father's sick, and all the while they're doing just as good as you are, and you're still leeching off of them.
Yep.
And most likely, when he get out in the real world, he gonna find a woman to leech off of.
Those are facts.
That's what's gonna happen.
Those are facts.
He's gonna be looking to stay with you.
No ma'am, no sir, no turkey, no ham, nah.
And he's gonna put a penny on a dollar, meaning he's gonna invest a penny and gonna expect $1 at you.
Yeah, that could mean get you pregnant.
Yeah, that can mean get you pregnant. That can mean he's gonna wind it down you one time, and before you know it, you're gonna be taking care of him.
Yikes.
Now you're gonna be wondering why your bank account is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Because you're not even gonna know you're taking care of him. Only thing you're gonna know you love him.
Okay, so with that being said, would you say a valued man is somebody who can even fix their mouth to say? A valued man is a man who could even fix their mouth to say, I'm the prize?
Of course, it's called hypnosis.
I was like, what you mean, of course?
Of course, it's hypnosis.
Well, nowadays we get that a lot.
Yeah,
I'm sure my generation can attest to that.
It's called hypnosis.
We get a lot of men saying, I'm the prize. What about me? Take me out. I'm like, boy, sit down and go to work.
Right.
Go to work, make some money, provide for yourself.
Right. Ain't no one finna belittle themselves because you want them to.
That's true. Ain't nobody, man. I was given the choice one time. You could stay with me or go. I chose to go because you're not about to force me to stay with you if I'm not happy.
That's right.
If I'm not happy.
Absolutely.
So, and we're back, y'all. Okay, so earlier I had mentioned a website, knowledgeofaman.com. Okay, and look, this is what they also say about a high-valued man. Put it simply. He is well mentally. He is well financially. He is well spiritually. If he should be a believer, he is well spiritually. If he should be a believer. Okay, Dad. So do you think that because like they just said, if he should be a believer, how could a high valued man not be a believer? Like we talk about in God, in Christ. Would you say a high-valued man could even not believe in Christ?
Yeah, I could say that. Because everybody don't believe in the same superior. Some people believe in other things. So, I mean, so whatever he believes in is working for him. I guess you can.
I guess that makes sense. That's why they said he should be a believer.
A believer, you got to believe in something.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
So it says traits of a high valued man. All right, y'all, take notes. He adds more value than he takes.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure you can go ahead and explain what that even means.
He adds more value mentally, physically, financially. He adds to you instead of taking away from you. When you catch yourself in a situation that someone is taking away from you as in a relationship, that's going backwards. You can't be with someone that's going to take away from you. It goes back to what I said in the first segment, that you will catch yourself going broke, and that person ain't going to go broke because they ain't got nothing to go broke with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, absolutely, you got to bring value to someone else's life. And we're not talking about sex.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about things that is going to make a difference in your life.
And that takes us to the second bullet point.
Mm-hmm.
It says that he is non-needy and non-approval seeking. Now I can touch on this one right here. That non-needy and non-approval seeking, that right there. So I went through that not too long ago. A man, he asked me something. He asked me, "Oh, well, what do you like?" And I told him what I like, and then he turned around and was like, "Well, what would you buy me if I bought you this?" And I'm sitting here like, okay, not this tit for tat thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, because people, when men think that you expect them to buy you things, they'll do it, but then they'll turn around and be like, "Oh, well, I bought you this. What you gonna buy me?" And that right there is really needy. Needy and seeking approval.
Absolutely. Well, to sum that up, that sounds like somebody had ulterior motives.
Ulterior motives.
Those are ulterior motives. Somebody like I said, it goes back to investing a penny to get $1.
Yeah.
You know, they want to make sure if they invest that penny, they're going to be able to get $1 back from you.
Mm-hmm. But it's just the question, like, why do you even have to fix your mouth to say that? Like, it's like what's understood don't got to be spoke. Like, we don't got to talk about that.
Absolutely.
If you like me, I like you, I buy you things. You don't have to expect me to buy you things, but I'm going to, because that's just our relationship. But you definitely don't got to ask me, "Oh, if I got you this, are you going to buy me this?" That's just saying, because, Mother's Day today. Father's Day coming up, a mother and a father.
Right.
"Oh, well, here's your Mother's Day gift. Don't forget Father's Day coming up.
And make sure you get me something better than I got you."
Like how you think I'm gonna forget about that? If we really love each other, we locked in, and you just had to fix your Mother's Day that. Now I'm thinking like, okay, here we go again. Now we gotta play the tit for tat. You bought me a pair of earrings, and now I gotta get him a bracelet. Like, it gets all annoying, and it gives very needy. That's what it's giving, very needy.
Well, most real men, let's rephrase that. Most real men are not needed. Because at the end of the day, a valued man, he appreciates the smaller things. And you can tell when you're dealing with a valuable man, because most of the time you ask him what he wants, he can't even answer the question because most of the time he got what he wants. It's just the smaller things that a valuable man appreciates.
And that's true, because nowadays, like dating and stuff, I'll be talking to a guy here, a guy there, and a lot of they will call themselves, they carry themselves anyway through their pictures as a valuable man. They will catch themselves saying like, "Well, I just want comfort and laughter and adventure. That's all they want." Meanwhile, baddies over here and all these tens, the Instagram models and stuff. You know what a man tells them they want from them? Sex. "I want sex from you." That's it. "I want your booty. I want your body." But no, not a value man. A value man don't care about no stuff like that. Like, maybe they do. They're not about to tell you. They're going to show you more than they tell you.
Right.
You know what they're going to show you more? Is how much they actually want you. Your time.
That's
your
right.
mind.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's what I've learned in these last couple of years on my journey.
Yeah. But you keep living, you're going to keep learning.
Yeah. So bullet point number 3, it says he has life goals. and in parentheses, he works towards them. Exclamation point. We're going caps, all caps on works towards them. Because having goals mean nothing if you're not working towards them.
That's right.
That means absolutely nothing. You can tell me everything in the world. I want to build a restaurant. I want to buy a house. Every single year goes by, you're not doing nothing but still saying, I'm going to build a house and get a restaurant. When are you going to do it? Mm-hmm. When are you going to take the steps to do it, Mr. Valued Man?
Most likely they're not. They're just something to hold on to you longer and longer.
Yeah.
You know, so they can keep shooting you dreams.
Dreams.
That's what it is, dreams. So don't fall for that.
Okay. Yeah, like you said, don't fall for it because I fell for it before. Don't fall for it. The website says consider who you want to be, who are you, and who you want to be. Take the moment to think about what is the best version of yourself. What would that look like? How is he different from you? Who are you today? So like with men like you, you've had to look back on your life and see the man that you've become from the man that you were.
Absolutely.
I don't even know the man you were all the way back in those days.
I kept it from you. I didn't think it was important to let you know for the simple fact I want to give you chances to develop into who you was going to be, because I could have told you what I did and you could have took the same trail I took.
Yep, and that happens a lot. That happens a lot, especially in the black community.
Absolutely. I mean, you go out and hear your dad was in trouble, your dad was fighting, your dad was hustling.
Yeah, and you hold on to that.
Yeah, and then the first thing you say is, well, you did it.
Yeah, and then mainly in the black community when, we don't have our dads, some of them don't have their dads. Right. So that's the one piece that they know about their dad, the bad stuff. What he did when he grew up. Oh, my dad sold drugs, so look, that's all I know about him. I'm going to go out and do it too. I'm going to be just like him. Right. Because that's what boys strive to be. They strive to be just like their fathers. Yeah. Good or bad.
That's right. Well, so like I say, sometimes I know we say we're grown, but it comes time in life that you have to pick and choose what you share with your kids. I know I hear some people say, well, my kids know everything about me. Well, that's the reason why they're in the situation they is. They know too much about you. So they feel like, hey, they're going to use that against you when they get a little bump in the road. They're going to use that against you. And how can you correct them when it was okay for you to do it?
Right. I mean, you can tell them your story and you can tell them how you changed from this and how back in the day what I was doing wasn't right. And you might think you've grown now, but you got your own opinions. So here's what I did. Right. And here's what you're not going to do. Right. But you can go do it if you want to because you're grown or whatever. But I mean, when you grow up in a situation, especially young boys, they take a lot from their fathers if they know them. They take a lot from their fathers, from their moms, just telling them about their fathers. Right.
And to be honest, and it can go either way, but I would prefer to not discuss a lot of things that I did when I was growing up.
Yeah, but I want to know.
Especially the bad thing. No, I ain't telling you nothing. Ain't none of your business. There's none of your business what I did when I was growing up. I mean, I bet you don't. I bet I won't, but I'm just saying, you just got to develop into who you're gonna be. Don't become what your parents were in a bad way. Yeah. And now I'm not saying in a good positive way, but in a bad way, you have to find your own identity in life.
That was the next bullet point. Pinpoint where you want to be.
Yeah, you got to find your own identity in life because. I mean, it's no different for me and sitting up here and looking at reality shows and dreaming that was you and you're going to be doing it. I mean, that's the same way as parenthood. You try to feed good energy in people. You cannot be worried about, what your parents did and how they survived, because back then some people had to do what they had to do, but they turned out to be good people. So you don't want to feed that into your kids, you know. So a valuable man typically ain't gonna tell his kids everything he done done. They just valuable man just want to see the good things about their kids.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I mean, I guess I could be grateful for that because I'm definitely grateful for the things that I went through on my own.
Right.
All the things that I went through on my own that I've corrected throughout my life. But I did all that without knowing the past of my parents, without knowing the life y'all lived. Because maybe if I knew that, maybe I wouldn't have jumped into what I jumped into.
Not necessarily, but I mean, I think that was your choice. You wake up in the morning with a choice and a chance. You made those choices.
Yeah.
It ain't like I didn't discuss nothing with you. You still wanted to, you know.
Okay, but that was like when I was already, head over heels. We didn't discuss the things before I had my first.
Because you kind of kept me out of it, so I couldn't get into it if I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, that is true. I did do that.
Right. So that's why you end up with what you end up with. I mean,
the aftermath hit hard too.
Right, and as a father, we're looking for things that's going to be good in our daughter's life. We don't want our daughters to be in bad situations,
Okay.
But there's only so much we can do. We only can tell you, but after we tell you, it's your choice, So, what's the next point of there? You say...
He never chases. He attracts. Oh, I like this one. I like this one because, I don't like a man when they say, "Oh, I'm the prize. Oh, chase me, chase me." I'm like, I'm not running for nobody.
Well, I guess you just misread that because it say he don't chase.
He never chases.
He don't chase. And see.
Okay, well, he never chases. He attracts.
And that's the thing. A valued man do not have to chase.
Right.
He don't have to chase you.
And I believe a valued woman doesn't have to chase either.
But that's not the topic.
Right.
That's not the topic. The topic is a valuable man do not have to chase no woman.
That's true. You better be good with yourself and peace with yourself.
Because most likely he already good with himself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, understand, you do not just become that. You have to, it's a process that you go through.
Right.
And once you go through the process, then you realize who you are. Because every man is not a valuable man. He's not.
Yes.
Every man is not.
They want to be, though.
They don't have the criteria. They don't have it to be that.
Yeah, but they want to be.
Not actually, do they got game? Oh yeah, they got game. They got plenty of game.
Anything to get a damn.
They got plenty of game, but it's not something you're born with. It's something that you work toward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, I can speak on things like that because there was times that I was like a lot of people, trying to look for the easy way out of life. Mm-hmm. If I find me a good woman, she can help me, she can take care of me. That don't make no man.
Right.
It doesn't make you a man. It makes you a lynch. Lynching off someone, a leech. So it is what it is, But what they say, you have to pay the cost to be the boss.
Pay the cost to be the boss. Period.
Hey, that's what it is.
Right. And a lot of women can already recognize a valued man,
And a lot of women intimidated by one.
That's another topic.
Yeah, that is another topic, but a lot of women are intimidated by one. And the valuable man will cook, clean, fold clothes.
Okay. I definitely feel you because that can be a little intimidating.
Exactly.
Because I look at myself as a valued woman, and I come across valued men here and there and stuff, and they'll be talking about how they know how to cook, and I'm like, yikes! I need to learn. If I want that to be my man, I gotta learn how to cook.
Well, not only that, some women get intimidated behind the calls. They feel like, well, what I'm gonna do?
Right.
Well,
Exactly. So if you know how to cook, I need to know how to cook too.
Yeah, but if I fold the clothes, you fold your side, I fold my side. You pick up one, I pick up one.
Yeah, I was talking to this one guy. He actually folds his socks, his underwear, and I was like, I called him a psychopath. I was like, that's very psychopath behavior, and he told me, no, it's just structure. And I was like, okay, I feel you. And he was like, well, yeah, one of these days you're gonna probably fall in line too, and like see me doing this, and you might do it. And I was like, nah, probably not.
But there's nothing wrong with a good change. This is a good thing. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with what he's doing.
Right. I also said that to him too. I told him, I was like, well, yeah, I see why you're doing that. And I mean, there's no problem as to why you're doing it. So maybe I will hop on and learn, or not learn, but fold my underwears and socks too, just to be in order.
Yeah,
I don't got the time. Me neither. I don't have the time. That's why I call them a psychopath.
But it's nothing wrong with it, you know.
Yeah, true.
I mean, like I say, I have dealt with, you know, a woman that every time she get up and cook, I get up and help her cook. And, you know, they want you to sit down, but I'm just showing you that
you need help. This is teamwork.
It's teamwork, right. So, you know.
Okay, so we got bullet point number 5. It says he is assertive and not aggressive. So I got called assertive not too long ago.
Assertive. Assertive. Why?
You know the definition of assertive?
Yeah, but why would you call it assertive?
Because I don't show like anger. I just say what I want. Not necessarily like being bossy, but like I just announce my wants. And I don't say it in a mean way. Okay, y'all, we are back. And we are on bullet point number 5. It says he is assertive and not aggressive. And like I said before, I have been called assertive before because I just know what I want. I'm a woman who knows what I want. Okay? And it says aggressiveness. When you act out of aggression, you attack and you're confrontational. I know a lot of men like that.
Most valuable man is not confrontational.
At all, because he don't got to raise his voice.
No. Because, I mean, you get so used to being called laid back to it actually
becomes your characteristic.
That's who you is. I mean, you shouldn't have to argue and fuss with no one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody got no time for that. Like I said before, I know a lot of people like that. I know a lot of men like that. He's emotionally intelligent. So that's bullet point number 6. The ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions. The ability to recognize, understand, and influence the emotions of others.
So in other words, most men are valuable. It may seem like they don't care because they do not show a lot of emotions, you know, but that's just a trait that a valuable man has. He does not show emotions. You know, like some women might say, well, if you don't show no emotion, that means you don't care. No, it doesn't mean you don't care. It just means that realistically,
I can see right through the BS.
Yeah, I can see through it, or it's something that I can't change about you. So why lose any sleep over it? So yeah, that's do not show a bunch of emotions. And that's me.
Yep. When you can become emotionally intelligent, instantly take the time to pay attention to your feelings and the feelings of others. What triggers them, what makes you sad, happy, stressed, or angry. See, that's one thing I wish a lot of men actually did. And I think that goes down to therapy. But I wish a lot of men knew what made them angry. Like, what are you mad at? What is it that you're mad at? What are you yelling at for? What's the point? What is the main reason why you lashing out like this? Because 9 times out of 10, the reason will be, it's you. You're the reason why you lashing out like this. Because you don't got no business yelling, being aggressive. Control your emotions, men. Please.
Well, most valuable man is not going to deal with a woman that typically like to argue, fuss, and fight. And number one, use a lot of profanity.
Right.
Uh, it get old real quick. And most valuable man is not going to tolerate that. That's the reason I don't go to strip clubs. It is because they're beautiful on the outside, but on the inside they're corrupted. So I choose not to just hang out at strip club because of that reason. You know, because if I get you looking at her, and I got to listen at her, so I don't want to listen.
Oh wow. Okay, so this last thing that it says on bullet point number 6, this one brings back some memories of my own. No, I'm still on number 6 right now. I'm just on the last little line.
Okay.
So it says most relationships end because emotional attraction and connection has fallen so low there is no motivation to work on the relationship anymore.
So in other words, what that means is one or the other is not feeling it no more.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the woman or the man.
Yep.
You know, so it ain't even worth working on no more because the other person is already gone.
Right.
So,
right. It says ignoring. What do you say? It says ignoring emotional intelligence will only lead to pain in the future. And that's so true because I've been told multiple times, I'm the man. You leaving me, I'm the man. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself because no. Because no. You're not the man that you think you are. You are too emotionally invested. You are too angry. Like, you can get your point across without yelling. You can get your point across without flooding everything with all your emotions. Like, you don't gotta cry all the time. And sometimes crying to men is just yelling and raising their voice. Right. That's crying to me. Because I'm like, whoa there, big man, calm down. Like, you don't gotta get your panties in a twist.
That's right. That's right.
Because that's what we be acting like. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So bullet point number 7. Because we giving y'all the tea. I need y'all to be taking notes, for real, okay? I mean, it also goes to the website. Okay. He takes care of himself physically, is responsible, and disciplined. Now, discipline is a big one.
That's the main one out of all the bullet points that is here.
Yeah, he takes care of
himself physically.
He's responsible and disciplined.
And very responsible. So when you meet someone that don't have no discipline, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be responsible.
You know what? I was talking to this one guy literally like yesterday, and he said something to me, and I straight up told him, look, now that's a red flag. I don't like that. He gonna tell me I didn't feel like going to work today. That's what he told me, and I said, whoa, that brought me back. I said, wait now, brother. I had to go to work today. What made you not feel like going?
Right.
No, I told him exactly. I was like, well, dang, I wish I had the job to where I could just be like, I don't feel like going.
Right. And you still gonna go.
And you still gonna go.
Right.
Because you gotta make that money, honey.
Right. I know I get told I work all the time. But at the end of the day, you got to work to live.
Yeah, he blamed it on his back problem. He said, my back hurts.
How old is he?
He was
He wasn't 40.
No, he wasn't 40.
No.
He was. I think he was 30. I think he was 30.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
You might want to change his occupation.
Yeah, or go to the chiropractor or something.
Do something. Go get his bike popped.
Go do something.
Right.
Oh, and there was this other guy. See, because that's one guy. I'm not gonna say no names, but that's one guy. There was this other guy. He gonna tell me. He was like, "Are you one of those girls who gets mad when their significant others playing the game?"
For PlayStation? PlayStation?
PlayStation. I said, are you one of those men who be on your game all day?
Right.
That's the question.
Right.
Because being on your game all day is, playing PlayStation, that's one thing. Being on your game all day, especially if you do have a girl. Like, you got a girl, you chose this girl, why are you choosing to sit in the house and make her watch you play the game? Especially when you just got off of work. Get off of work and be with your woman. Why are you on the game? And when I told him that, he was like, "Oh, this might not work out." I said, "Beep beep beep." Because if you that serious about a game, if you're that serious, ain't no way you're gonna be that serious about me, about yourself. Ain't no way.
Right.
But I gotta get on the game with my homies. But how long you been on the game with your homies? Since high school?
Bros come first.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bros before hoes.
Right. That's what they say.
Bros before hoes. Alright, you're gonna be stuck with your bro when you trying to get married.
Right.
All the women is taken.
Yeah.
Alright. Bullet point 8 says he knows how to operate and last in bed. See, this one we might need to read, because what does that mean? You understand what that means? He knows how to operate and last in bed. Is that like with the family? Last in bed?
Mm-mm. That's no, about no family.
Oh, that's about sex.
That's about he know how to please his woman. That's about he know how to put himself last.
Oh, I like that one.
To make that person happy.
I like that one.
He's dealing with. So there comes a time when he know how.
Yeah.
To not, when you're young, to worry about yourself, but not worry about the other person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what that means.
He knows how
that's
to
what that
operate,
means, young girl.
And last in bed. Yes, I had to read up close. I see sex. I'm like, oh, that's what they mean, last in bed. Yeah, I like that. See, that's good.
In other words, he don't got old enough to know how to distract himself.
To hold it off.
To please his lady.
To hold it off.
Right. I ain't gonna say others, because some people might get that twisted. His lady. Okay? So that's what that means.
The world we live in today.
Right.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So it says he has a growth mindset. This is bullet point number 9, y'all. Growth mindset.
I mean, he's not stuck on where he at now. He's willing to grow. He wants to grow.
The concept was originally outlined by a psychologist named Carol. This is a shout out to you, Carol. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but Carol. In her book, Mindset, The New Psychology of Success. Fixed or growth?
Mm-hmm.
All right. It says, in a fixed mindset, people believe that their basic qualities, like their intelligence or talent, are simply fixed traits. They spend their time documenting their intelligence or talent instead of developing them. They also believe that talent alone creates success without effort. That's just the same as us starting our podcast right now and saying, we about to start this podcast to make some money. That's what we about to do, because everybody doing it. Why not? Let's get our camera, get our phone, let's talk, let's make some money. But nah,
no,
that's not our mindset. I would say we got a growth mindset, all right? And they say growth mindset. In a growth mindset, people believe that their most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work.
That's it.
Dedication and hard work. It's not easy to put together a podcast. It's not easy to go through the editing, the produce. It's not easy. But if you actually stay up and work and want to do for yourself and just want to grow, want to teach, want to learn, you're going to do it. You're going to have the ability to do it. And we're still talking about valued men here.
Yeah. Okay.
So like I said, men, please take notes. Okay. Brains and talent are just the starting point. Okay, y'all? It's just a starting point. You got to grow from that. This view creates a lot of learning and resilience that is essential for great accomplishment. Most men don't have the growth mindset, not naturally anyway. And that goes back to our first episode.
Right.
Goes back to our first episode. All right. Let's see. So it says bullet point number 10. He has a high self-esteem and a strong belief system. Okay, this one hits him hard because he can be very, what's the word I'm looking for, Dad?
Arrogant.
His ego is like all the way up to here, y'all. It's all the way up to here. Why is that so, Dad? Why are your self-esteem so high to the point where it gets annoying and braggy?
Yeah, it's not bragging. Y'all know when you come from the bud.
Okay, speak your truth.
And the thing of it is a lot of times you have to know how to listen and stop talking. And once you realize and you listen at people, you listen at get knowledge and wisdom, when you open your mouth, know what you're talking about. Don't assume, know what you're talking about. And typically that's what I do. That's why, as you may call it, arrogant or whatever. Arrogant is really not bad.
Braggy.
Brag about what?
You brag all the time.
About
He has all these cars. He has all these little gadgets. He got this house.
Is that bragging?
Yeah, you talk about all the time. You talk about yourself more than anybody else has time to talk about you. I can't even talk about you more than you talk about yourself.
Talk about me.
It's okay, Daddy. You're a high value man. You can do that.
I'm kind of stuck on this bragging thing.
Daddy, you can ask any of your friends. You can call up anybody. Call up anybody. Am I a bragger? They be like, well, Greg, you do got a lot of stuff.
But how about blessings?
Yes.
How about blessings?
That's true.
Okay, so it don't necessarily got to be bragging. It's a blessing. So how about you look at it?
Well, this isn't from my point of view.
Well, how about
this is from other people. Like, if you were to just be talking to a normal person on the street, telling them everything you got, they might look at you as braggy.
Well, that's because that's their mentality. Because here's the thing: do Steve Harvey brag?
No.
Okay, but he got yachts. He got $1 million houses still on YouTube. And they won't show him unless he's okay with it.
Right, but the thing is he has high self-esteem. He has strong belief systems. So you're just proving your point that you're a value man. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
But I'm trying to see what's bragging.
I was just saying that other people might see that as bragging. People who aren't in the same mindset as you.
How about what? Right, there you go. They're probably hit on people in my circle.
Yeah. People who are in your circle.
How about that's just a normal conversation for us?
Right.
What's called what walk of life you live in.
That's true. You know?
So if
a bird of a feather flock together.
If you're hanging out with 9 bombs, you're gonna be number 10.
Dang.
Hanging out with 9 broke people, you're gonna be number 10. So guess what? If you're hanging out with 9 like-minded people, you're gonna be number 10. So if my partner called me right now and said he got a Rolls Royce, I don't consider that bragging.
Right, you're going to be like, hey, my brother, what's up? What's good?
So that goes back again as in different and high value and people who don't consider themselves high value people.
Right.
When you deal with like-minded people, typically y'all can understand and relate to one another. So for the people there who say that people brag about the things that God has blessed them with, they can also do it too. It goes back to if they apply themselves.
Right.
And how about you're not bragging, you're just showing people what God did for you. Mm-hmm. He can do it for them.
Right.
I just had a guy to tell me the other day. He said, here it is, you taking your daughters on vacation. I felt bad. I said, why do you feel bad? He said, I didn't tell nobody this, but I didn't do that with my daughters. So was I bragging to him or was I giving him
encouragement?
Exactly. So when people say bragging, it's according to who's accepting it. Cause
that's true.
I had a friend tell me one day, he said, you know what? When we go out, I wear this, I do this, I do that. He said, but you know what? I don't like that. When I go out, I want everybody to look nice.
Right.
I want everybody to look nice. But was he bragging to me? No, he wasn't. He was just saying, some people don't care about the spotlight. They more prefer everybody to be on the spotlight. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't consider that bragging.
Yeah, and I can understand that now. I can understand now how that like I wouldn't wanna talk to nobody who considers that me bragging. Like it's either you can take the knowledge or don't. Like I mean, I'm just telling you about me right now, and you know we're all blessed. You know we believe in God. So how you gonna knock my blessings and tell me that I'm bragging?
Yeah, I just don't understand how people they look at things saying people bragging. Okay, so if you see me and I'm doing good, is that bragging?
Mm-hmm. That's blessed.
It's still bragging. You let people tell me it's still be considered bragging. It's still gonna be considered bragging. You ain't got to open your mouth to brag. You can see.
Yeah.
People don't like you sometimes because of what they think you got going on.
Right. They don't even know.
And the only reason they don't like you because they have less confidence in themselves to be able to do it themselves. Because I get up every morning and go to work.
Right.
Now, if you want to hear somebody brag, let me not have to go to work and do it. So, if you're allowed to wake up every morning in your right state of mind and you got all your limbs, anybody can have everything they want.
Yep.
That goes for valuable man and non-valuable man.
You hear that, men? Y'all can do anything. Y'all can have anything you want. So find yourself.
I got, man, listen, I'll be happy for everything. You know, and somebody come to me, and my partner called me right now and said, I just got an RV. In my mind, it's not going to never be bragging to me. He just tell me what he got. So, a high value man, he going to get those things.
Right.
If I had a backyard, I have one back there now.
Right.
But that ain't considered bragging. It's just a matter of who you deliver the message to.
That's true. That is true. Now this one, I don't know what this one is. Say bullet point number 11. It say he has a good sense of humor. You think you funny, Dad?
Dude, you think I'm funny? You asking me a question. Yeah.
Do you think you funny, Daddy? Because you be laughing at yourself.
Absolutely, I'm funny. I like to have fun. You gonna have fun when you don't have a lot of things on your mind.
That is true. You gonna think everything a joke.
Everything. I ain't gonna say everything a joke. It's just that your mind is free. Your mind is not scattered everywhere. You got time to think of everything.
That's what I mean. About everything gonna be a joke now. Like you walking around happy, just floating on life, and look at that dog.
You got to go to sleep to have someone in mind just a dream.
That's true.
So, I mean, that's a good thing. Is that bragging? Because you ain't got a bunch of stress in your life?
No, that's not bragging. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. A lot of people have stress now. I don't have stress. And, like, I tell people I'm stress-free all the time.
But that'll be bragging to some people because some people are not.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Okay, he has a secure attachment style. You know what that means? It says you likely heard of attachment styles before now. Most of the time, we talk about how you relate to a partner, but your attachment style could affect other areas of your life too. Secure attachment. Men with secure attachment styles tend to be open, loving, and trusting with their partners. These lucky individuals support their partners through the ups and downs of relationship, regardless of the shortcomings or problems. It should hardly come as a surprise that men with a secure attachment style tend to have longer lasting relationships and have been better relationships with their parents as a child. Had better relationships.
So, yeah, me and my mom and dad was close.
Yep.
So, that makes sense.
Okay. So, I'm going to ask you this first before I even go down to this, because this is going to be the last thing with this website, okay? This website called knowledgeofmen.com, y'all. All right. Daddy, how do you become a high-value man?
It's a process. You have to just go through the process. First, you got to go through everything that society had going against you. Just knock them all off, then apply yourself, and want to have something in life. You got to think about generational wealth. You know, just like me. I want to be able to leave a legacy for my kids. Something that I can pass on to them so they can pass on to their kids.
Amen.
You know, it really just a mindset. You got it's a mind thing. You know, you just got to set your mind on the things that you want to accomplish in life. And it doesn't. It's not an overnight process. It takes years.
Yep.
It takes years. I'm still working on some things now.
Well, you're doing good, Dad. You're doing good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And with that being said, y'all, this has come down to the end of the second episode of the Triple D Show, the Triple D Podcast. I'm Elisa Bradley.
I'm Gregory Bradley, her father.
And what we gonna do, Daddy? We gonna give the people what they want. Period. All right, y'all. Stay tuned for the next episode next week. You can follow us on our Facebook page, Triple D Podcast, Triple D Show. Follow us on Instagram at _triple_D_show or podcast. All right, y'all have a good one. Peace.